So over the past 2 weeks we had it on confirmed app a lot of these Yeezy releases restocked, which some of them actually sold out immediately, which were some of my favorites. But in the end I managed to get a few of them which I really liked. One of it was that 700 Tefras, and I also managed to get a pair of 500s. And welcome back for a brand new review. If you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing and also giving me a like. It will really help out the channel. You can also give me a follow on Instagram and TikTok to see exactly what I'm going to review in the next few days. In today's video, guys, we're going to have a look at a pair of Yeezy 500s, which, if I'm not mistaken, it's still available on the confirmed app alongside a few other colorways. So let's go ahead and take them out of the box, which, as you can see, will come in the regular box coming from this collaboration in this brown color, which will have written big on top 500 in this black color. At the back we're also gonna have the sizing tag as well, where we're also gonna have written Yeezy 500 and made by Adidas. And here at the front of the box we're gonna have the same Yeezy 500 and made by Adidas. So this one will also be a drawer type box. So let's just go ahead and take them out, guys. So in today's video we're gonna have a look at this very clean colorway for this Yeezy 500 in the bone white colorway. I need to admit that when these ones actually dropped for the first time back in 2020, everyone was crazy about this range, which for sure was one of the most comfortable releases coming from Yeezy, which wasn't a 350. So this one at that time dropped in a lot of color combinations, which for sure, at least for me, it wasn't that impressive. Most of them were very close to each other. But I need to admit that when I saw this one just the other week being restocked on the confirmed app, I decided to go for it. So most definitely I find that this 500 coming from this collaboration, it's a very interesting looking and also chunky pair of shoes, which will not have that boost midsole, but having this Adiprene Plus, I feel that this one is actually quite close to the comfort provided by the 350 range. So this one is still available now on the confirmed app for the retail price of £175 or somewhere around the $200 US, which, if I'm not mistaken, it's the same price as the time when they actually dropped for the first time. So let's go ahead and also do a breakdown of this one, guys. So as you can see, for this upper we're gonna have a very breathable mesh material, which will have this open style design, and on top of this one we're gonna have a few other overlays. One of it will be this light gray suede material, which will cover most of this front part of the toe section. And this material will also be present here at the eyelets and also towards the back of the foot as well. So besides this suede material, we're also gonna have some leather in this cream color, which will be present here at the bottom of the lacing system and also on the sides as well. As in for the actual lacing system, we're gonna have your normal punch out holes, which will keep in place these white flat laces, and underneath these laces we're gonna have a very well padded tongue, which will sit quite nice on top of your foot. As you can see, on top of this tongue we're gonna have this synthetic leather material, which will keep in place these laces, and this one looks quite nice. So besides this suede and leather material, we're also gonna have this no-back here towards the midsole, where it's gonna act as a mud guard, and this one will be the last material which will be next to this rubberized mud guard material, which will be present on both lateral and medial side. Going now inside of the shoe, guys, for this one I'm gonna have this white lining, which underneath will have a very decent amount of padding. And as you can see here, for this tongue we're also gonna have some material which will keep this tongue in place, which for sure will help a lot. And also at the bottom we're gonna have this Ortholite foam insole in this bluish color, which will have your normal imprints here at the heel section of the Adidas, Yeezy and Ortholite branding. So now guys, we can go to this white adiprene foam midsole, which has one of the most interesting designs coming from this collaboration, which for sure looks quite nice and also quite futuristic. In the same time, this one also provides a very good stability, as it's gonna be a bit more staggered. As you can see here on the lateral side in the midfoot, we're also gonna have written adiprene plus. So now guys, we can finish with this cream rubber outsole, which has a very interesting design. This one will also cover slightly this front part of the toe section, where we're also gonna have this Adidas lettering and the logo as well. As in for the actual sizing guys, for me as I have a skinny fit, for most of these releases coming from this Yeezy collaboration with Adidas, I'm going with a half size up, and this one fits me just fine. And I will say that it's going to be roughly the same for people with normal feet, but just in case you have wide feet guys, most definitely I would suggest to go with at least a full size up, just to make sure that this front part of the shoe is not going to be too tight for you. So overall guys, this restock, which I guess is going to be one of the last one coming from Adidas and Yeezy, for this 500 in this bone white colorway, in my opinion it's one of the best looking alongside the utility black one. And even though we had a lot of color combinations being dropped for this range, I really feel that most of them were quite close in the colorway, which for sure wasn't, at least for me, too appealing. I really felt that it's no point in getting most of these releases as they are quite close to each other. But for sure, having a white, a black and a gray colorway, I think is just enough for any collection. So for this one guys, as usual, we're gonna have quite good materials, a very breathable upper as well. And as this one will also have this adiprene midsole, for sure the level of comfort will be good as well. Of course, this one will come at a slightly higher retail price, which will be 175 pounds or very close to $200 US. But in my opinion, I think that it's worth it. As I said earlier, we have good materials and a very good level of comfort as well. So in case you don't actually own yet any pair of Yeezy 500s, for sure I would advise you to go for it. This one is one of the most comfortable releases coming from this collaboration, which won't include that boost material. So yeah guys, this was my unboxing and reviewing of this Yeezy 500, which for today we had it in this bone white colorway. I really hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you did, don't forget to press the like button, maybe also subscribe to the channel. You can also give me a follow on Instagram and TikTok to see exactly what I'm going to review in the next few days. Of course, if you want to have a look at any of my latest reviews, you can choose from any of the videos which you have now on the screen. And as always, I will see you in my next one. Thanks for watching.